Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another 2GZ garage video. Continuing off from my last video, we weren't able to put on the power steering hose, so ran to Advance, and luckily they did have the right size. It's actually a little bit bigger, so hopefully it'll go in easier. So let's get that hose on so we can crank it up. So here's the power steering hose fitting that goes in a pump. I did have to take it off because I do need to cut this a little bit more because the angle is just too much and it kinks the hose. So I need to cut this over here. So this is the final product. That's what we got. You can see the angle. Cut it off. Alright, so as you guys can see, the hose is on and it looks good. No kinks. It is topped off with fluid, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank the car to let it idle and fill up coolant and the power steering reservoir. Power steering fluid is everywhere. So I played the video back on the camera, and turns out that this is loose. I'm not sure why that is loose, but that's where it leaked from. That's a terrible mistake. Now I gotta clean all the freaking engine, but I'm gonna tighten that up and then try it again. Alright, so filled it back up, tightened up the bolt, everything. I cleaned it lightly, everything real quick. I still need to pressure wash everything out because it's still deep in there. I'll just pressure wash it all. I'll start it up, get it running, and get everything going again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing leaks and things go well. Let's try this again. That turbo looks like it finally got oil through it or something. See a lot of smoke, but it's probably because of all the power steering fluid that's shot everywhere. The water did go down. I filled it up. Looks like it went down again just a little bit. I gotta fill this up a little bit more as well. Alright guys, so big change of plans. It is the next day. So turns out tomorrow is dyno day, tuning day for the Skyline. So I'm gonna spend the night. It's already dark, just got back from work. So I need to spend tonight getting this thing ready. Got to do the exhaust, hook up the blow-off valve, the wastegate, and then plug that one fitting that was on the bottom of the intake manifold. So we got a lot of work to do. We need to have this thing ready by the morning. So here's the wastegate right here. Typical eBay wastegate, nothing special. I run this on the Toyota pickup, and they seem to do me great. I'm gonna install that, get that out of the way now that it's here. Pretty simple. Let's go ahead and put that in. Battle scars. While attempting to put in the wastegate, I scratched my freaking finger all up on the braided line. There you go, right there. But yeah, it's in. I just gotta tighten it up, bolt it up. So after a long time, I finally got the wastegate in and tightened down. Just gotta connect the hoses and stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and move the car to the back. I have no throttle. Alright, so seems like I got all the leaks sorted, filled up the coolant back up, filled up the power steering reservoir because it did go down since I used it a little bit right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash this bay real quick, all the oil that leaked, the power steering fluid, and just get this bay cleaned up, spray it down, dry all the water off. Get all in there. Alright, so I've been checking it out for a while, and what seems to be happening is all of the fittings on the intake manifold hoses, they're leaking. All of these fittings, they go on the side that connect to the hoses that connect to the radiator. They're all leaking, each and every one of them. So I'm gonna have to take them all off and put like Teflon or something, so you guys can see. Focus. Just put good Teflon on it, put it back in, and it should seal good. Started raining. I think she might stay outside tonight and continue in the morning. Welcome back. It is early AM, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk down of what happened last night. We need to get back to it because time is ticking, clock ain't stopping. So basically, it started raining and I stopped on this one line, the very front one. So I gotta do that last one, and I have to do the 4 that are going into the radiator tube. So we need to get to that, do that now, so we can get this thing on a lift, start doing the exhaust, and get going. Alright, so here are all the fittings, all out, full Teflon. The last one, you can see it's all beat up. That was a pain in the ass because it was, if I put my wrench on it, it would hit the manifold, and it just was tough to get out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them all on. Hopefully nothing leaks, and we should be good with that. Alright, so all is back together, everything is good. Injectors are in, all the hoses are back on, nice and tight. You can see the Teflon, so fingers crossed nothing should leak. I'm not gonna add any more coolant, and I'm gonna start it first, let it run, see if it leaks anymore, and if it doesn't, fill up the coolant. Alright, so I had a little extra time, decided to wire up the fans now, the radiator fans, and got both of the positives going over here and one negative going to ground, positive coming over here to the fuse box, and I found this one thing that says inhibit port, but there was nothing there, so then I put the wire there. All the other ones it didn't work, but this one. And if I go to the ignition, turn the ignition, radiator fans come on. So everybody has their different thoughts and opinions on running their E-fans with the ignition, but I do it to almost all the cars, so it works fine. So yeah, pretty simple. If you're gonna do this on your own, this is how you do it. And after all is said and done, everything's wired up and hooked up, cleaned up, made it look as best as possible. Go to the key ignition, turn it. And there you go. Got your electric fans hooked up. Really simple. And they actually look pretty nice. So we tried using the 240 SX exhaust and it seems like it's not lining up, or we're missing a piece. So we're gonna try out the original one that came with the car and see how that fits. Alright, so we weren't able to use neither the 240 SX exhaust or the original exhaust that came with the car. They just don't fit up and line up with the downpipe that came with the turbo kit. I did plug the intake hole that I was telling you guys about. If you guys can focus. You see right there the plug. I did plug it up, but then on the intake pipe seems like there's another hole that we need to check it out. But we're gonna take it to the tuner because he's a fabricator as well, and hopefully he can help us with this exhaust. If not, we have to take it to an exhaust shop. So here she is, all loaded up, ready to go. See you guys there. Update you guys as along as what we're going to do. Hopefully she gets tuned today. We'll find out. Let's get there. Alright, so this is Gio from the future. This video is ending up to be a bit longer than what I expected. So I am going to go ahead and end the video here. I'm in the middle of editing it and it's already at almost 12 minutes. So next video you guys will see when I go to the tuner. It is a bit weird because things did not go as expected yesterday, but it's for a good reason because I learned a lot. So you guys will see what happened. A lot happened. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.